GamingFreak.com. Hello! Welcome yet again to another spotlight. So I was intending for this video to be another tactics video about holding the points and kind of camping but not camping, as the discussion is going on in the other video. But no, this video is a weapon spotlight, and believe it or not, it's the laser pre-buff. I know some of you think it's a terrible weapon. It is in many situations. Its niche has continued to get smaller and smaller since the glory days, but it's still quite viable in the right situations, as you'll see in this game. So if you've got a good positioning and keep your wits about you, you should do quite well with it. So here I was getting up on these buildings to do a point defense video, as I was saying earlier, and you can see why now. But they also got higher than us with a forge gun, so we had to remove that threat, which we did pretty quickly, as you can see there. He's gone. So now we can begin with the fun. So the laser. For those of you who haven't used it, I know it's not very popular right now, so if there are any new players watching, the longer you fire, the more damage it does. I would argue that it should be the longer you keep it on the target. However, I don't think the laser rifle needs that right now, otherwise it would be completely pointless to have it at all. As you can see, I'm using mouse and keyboard and it's not the easiest to keep on, so I think the current mechanic works well, actually, with the heat build-up as the longer the rifle fires and the overheat. However, the range, it's pretty gimped on the range compared to the rail rifle, unfortunately. I think it's a beam of light, and I think it was meant to be, quite a long range kind of a weapon. Not a sniper rifle, but maybe 120 to 150 meters kind of range, where it can be effective from anything up to that to. But at close range, it's not as effective. They've got the close range not effective aspect correct with the current iteration of the laser rifle. However, the range aspect is not overly encouraging. I think to compete right now, as you don't see anyone really using the laser rifle, the range has to be buffed. And I saw a good thread. I forget who wrote the thread, but a good thread about it'd be cool if you could, on the laser rifle, or particularly other rifles actually, to be honest, if you could have a way of changing the optimal on the fly, which would be pretty cool, I think, because here it'd be nice to do a bit more damage to these guys, especially as I'm firing the laser for so long. And it's a beam of light, I mean, come on. So one thing you've got to remember when you're using the laser is you've got to really take into account your range. You must also remember that when you're up close, you must be terrified of your enemy, basically, unless you've got really good sidearm skills, which I am not. I'm okay, but I'm not so good with the flaylock. I'm only good at kind of finishing off enemies with the flaylock. No pun intended, as in previous videos. Another thing with the laser that's pretty cool is when you run a group of lasers. I believe other YouTubers have done like groups of lasers, and it'd be cool to get some people who want to run lasers to do that, to join us. You're welcome to join our public channel. It's Freek Coalition. You'll see it in the description below. Or our corp if you're interested. We'd love to just mess around and have a few, like a whole squad of lasers would be pretty funny. Or a couple of lodges and loads of lasers. because as you saw then with two guys running lasers, the damage builds up really quickly on the enemy. So as you could see there, what I did was I was heating up the laser before I put it on that guy, and then as he came into view, the damage was quite nice. And you'll see it here at a closer range. Other weapons are superior, you can see, but at a long range, as that damage builds up, it's pretty potent. One thing you've got to always keep an eye out though when you're building up that damage is obviously you don't want to overheat if you can help it. And also, whilst it's heating up and you kill one enemy, you look straight away for another and try and maintain the heat. I've managed with this current laser rifle, without any buffs, I managed to get I think 3 or 4 kills in a row, just by moving it quickly onto other targets and then keeping it there whilst it was heating up. This is obviously with the assault suit to level 5 as well. So it is a bit of a gimped weapon right now, but in the right situations it can be extremely potent, extremely viable as well. I like this little tactic, bounce the grenade off the roof so it explodes as he comes down, and finish the guy off there with the flaylock. So here you see, kill that guy, and then I start getting rail rifled in a second. And the range, with this guy being clever, he's taking cover. So you see the range is not as viable as the rail rifle there in terms of the accuracy. I reckon in real life this is how it would look without any beam, because it is a laser. They probably use infrared in real life, I think, or something like that. But you don't see it, unfortunately. It would be quite cool otherwise. I hate snipers. But if you're a sniper, please come and join us. I'd rather have you on our side. So again here, taking a vantage point, and this is more of a point offense right now, as everyone's moving on to cool ragdoll there as well, as everyone's moving on to Bravo. And I get pinned down here by snipers, which is a bit annoying. But I'm quite interested to see actually what the other races' sniper rifles will look like and how they'll work. And then will the current one be changed so it does maybe less damage to armor, or more to armor and less to shields, or something. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. So as I was pinned down, I just thought I'd admire the scenery here. So quick shout out to the game designers and the graphics guys. This looks awesome when you're pinned down, and you just have a moment to soak it in. It looks pretty cool with the whole fight going on in the background. Okay, check out this ragdoll. Bam! And he's gone. It's pretty awesome. I don't think that guy, he was expecting to just get away, and that sniper just got him like such a nice shot. So this orbital came at a nice time. I was thinking, right, let's take out these snipers and get the laser rifle back in. So we did some scans. Those were the only guys we saw there, but we saw a massive group of them on the by this tower, which you'll see in a second. And I have no idea how so many of them survived. I was actually impressed. I couldn't believe it. There's 3 of them right there. So I put the orbital there, and it should kind of get at least 2, and I only get 1 person. So I don't know if there was like an element of lag or something, but they seemed well clear of the orbital at that point. So it's nearing the end, so I figure what the hell, I'll jump down. They're not going to be pushing on Bravo too much. So here again you see it at a kind of medium range currently, the laser pretty good, and here I was trying to go straight on to the other guy to keep the heat going. Unfortunately I didn't get to show that tactic, that part of it as much, so let me know what you guys think. It's a bit harder to do the laser rifle spotlight now pre-buff, but in 1.8 apparently it's getting a range buff or some changes to it, so I hope that's the case. Leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed it. And we're still recruiting. Freek Coalition, the name of the corpse below, or join our channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.